Very honored to be on the red carpet right now with this incredible talent. You were just on a panel. You shared a lot of insight. For our audience who missed the session, can you give us the key takeaways when it comes to innovation and what Havaianas is currently focused on?
So what I spoke about is one of the, it's innovation usually comes when you have a challenge that you need to surmount. And our challenge is seasonality at retail. We sell a lot in the summer, we hardly sell any in the winter. And how can we, come over that challenge? It's opening seasonal stores. And where the part of innovation I was talking in our seasonal stores is either having a store that can switch from being a Havaianas summer brand to a partnered winter brand. And the innovation comes in terms of how do you design such a store from a furniture point of view that you could, if you looked into a James Bond movie, the walls turn around and go from being very summerish to very winterish. And the whole branding goes very digital, where the logos change, the lifestyle images changes at the click of a button. That's what we're working on. Two things, working on finding those partners, that could be us, some of them winter, and then those concepts that, there are companies out there that do that, of how we can bring that. So that was the first part. The second part was to saying, what about mobile units? What if we could find a pop-up store on wheels, like a combi, where we sell in the summer months, June, July, August. We go to like the hot spots, sell a lot of flip-flops. And then one of our sales reps takes it over and it becomes their showroom as they're selling the next year's collection, because you sell spring, summer between August and November. So it becomes a mobile showroom. So they go visit all their stores along the Florida coast. And then in between February and June, marketing takes it over as an activation event, and they go to Coachella and all the music festivals, and we do cool things with consumers. And suddenly you've got what used to be a pop-up unit that lasted 3 months of the year, that you're using it for 9 months of the year. So innovation in creativity in this case.
And a large company like Havaianas, how do you encourage innovation? How do you sustain it and build upon that when it comes to the company's structure?
Well, large company, I would say a large company that in a way is just a flip-flop. And people like to think we created the flip-flop. We didn't. Flip-flops have been around for 3,000 years. I actually saw one in the exhibition of Tutankhamun. He had a flip-flop in his tomb. So, at the end of the day, how do you bring in innovation into the culture of the company? By asking people to question every day, why are we doing it the way we're doing it? Because people will answer, because that's how we did it yesterday. And innovation is like, well, that's old. And if you're not questioning yourself, whether your supply chain, your retail environment, of course the product line, but you have designers that do that all the time, so I'm not worried about that. But just our business, how we market to consumers, what events do we show up at, how do we look like online, how about our photography? How should we be shooting our flip-flops for people to buy them easier? What about sizing online? That's been a big discussion here, I heard. We need to wake up every day and just challenge the status quo. That's how you bring a culture of innovation in the company.
Excellent. We're definitely doing that here at Fashinnovation with all of the disruptors that have joined us. Why was it important that you were part of this platform?
Well, for me, I believe that, talking to people, you always learn. And so, whether you're listening or meeting people, asking them what they do, everyone's trying to think of, the next best idea. And platforms like this help you to actually get in one day a lot of it. So, I just sat and, listening to sizing. I mean, a lot of the time it's, it's a problem, but it's not brought out until you actually meet somebody who's dealing with it. And then so I think bringing people together from the fashion world and from the tech world, you get to learn a lot. I think there's always people in the fashion world that are a bit old school, like to think they're innovative, but they hide behind the fact that they don't really know. And here you're confronted with these people, and it's a great platform to be open about your problems and open about solutions.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today, and thank you guys. We have more to come, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for what's happening here on the red carpet at Fashinnovation.